Today is one of my favorite types of episodes to do. That is the first impression. Today's first impression is going to be Duang and you. And you are listening to Duang and You is a 2026 BL Licorn that stars TT and Poor. I don't know if it's Poor T or T Poor. I don't know how the magnification, y'all, that's the wrong word. I don't know. Look, why am I trying to think of a different word other than the obvious? Baby, I don't know who the top and who the bottom is. Sometimes over there in Tai, they try to throw us a curveball and make the bottom the top and the top the bottom. Okay. So I don't know what they're going to do on this, but I am here for it. And if you want to understand, okay, what kind of BL is this? Because we're coming out of Licorn land and we know that either we going to be at a college, you can go ahead and check that off your list. We either going to be at Everybody is Fine at this university. You can check that off your list. Insta Love, you could check that one off your list. What else? Oh, you could just unscrew your brain and just watch it. You could check that off your list. Because I don't know about y'all, but 2025 is taking some vengeance on me. We were so happy. Let me speak for I got to speak for me. I was so happy that ended 2025 that it continued over into 2026, y'all. Don't ask me how that happened now. My goals are still goaling, if you can call these things goals. And the things I'm trying to do, still trying or what have you. But my gosh, we not even out the first quarter yet, y'all. And this is Can you imagine how we're going to feel on December the 31st? Like, we're going to be different. When I say different people, our fingerprints are probably going to change by 2027. So, despite that second intro, this drama is delightful. The word that came to my mind was that one, but the first one that came to my mind was refreshing. I never thought that a wacky, quacky, goofy, just goofy BL, Licorn, would actually make me feel a sense of relief. I think I've been trapped inside of the world that I've been in with my little bunch of dramas that I kind of forgot that it's some other stuff out here. Yeah, it's other stuff out here to watch. And because I had just finished a BL, if you haven't listened to the episodes of Addiction, Love After Addiction, y'all, you need to listen to that one. Y'all like it. Okay, people like it because I get thousands of views on those videos. Hey, I'm so proud of Yoshi finding himself. Aw, that is so wonderful. I am so glad that episode did what it did because I don't know. Yoshi finding himself is something that you guys really resonated with. I resonated with it. And OMG, I'm just really happy about that. So if you tend to skip the BL episodes, don't skip that one. Because even if you don't watch that drama, there's something for you there. I promise. That one and I Will Not Marry. When I say this year, it may be kicking our asses, but we fighting back. See, 2025, we wasn't fighting back. You know what I'm saying? 2025 was stealing on us. We are windmilling back now. We windmilling or whatever. So the fight isn't quite as much of a trouncing when you're fighting back. But fighting back is still exhausting, y'all. We used to not having to do none of that, right? Just like, what was them other years? What were we doing all the other years that was easy and stuff? I don't know. But this Licorn BL stars TT and Poor. They some third geners, baby. Ooh, I'm about to put some stuff in here that, by now y'all know my style. Y'all know AIRAKSARANG. I love, love, love. See, look, you writers, directors, and producers, if you want to distract AIRAKSARANG from saying things that kind of like cap on your little drama, that kind of make you feel like, I don't like her. Give me good romance, okay? And this episode will be everything you imagined a good review could be. Until you do that, you're going to hear me say shit like, I don't know these third liners, baby, these third geners. I don't know a fucking face on this shit. And I'm just asking, did y'all take the damn first geners and the second geners away with the writers, directors, and producers of the classical era between about 2000 and 2017-ish? Did y'all all go to a secret island? Y'all went over there where Yoshi went, right? But Yoshi came back. He came back to us. He was better after he left that Arabian desert, scare quotes over Arabian desert. He came back. Y'all asses is over there having, that's what it is, ain't it? There's a secret island that makes these years not feel all fucked up. And that's where everybody's hiding. That's why none of the good stuff is good no more. Because somebody is over there on an island having fun. Okay? So we got Pour and Tea. And, let me just go down the list. Because maybe you just a third Jenner G. I consider myself an OG. And because of this, not old baby, original, but because of this, y'all, I just won't learn these third geners now, unless it's some heat. I will stipulate to that later. But just listen to these names: TT, Pour, North, Wave, Hugh, T. And I'm not capping on them because, baby, I am a polyglot, and Thai is one of my target languages. It's like literally the second in line. So I know more of that than I know of 3 languages below it that are also on my list. So I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, I don't know none of these faces. And I guess they said over there in Lacornland, hey, when you get like, I don't know, late 20s or 30s, your ass, y'all, I just saw one, let me go back. Because I'm trying to theorize and give you an episode at the same time. If you're here and you're liking what you're listening to, girl, hit the like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Please don't make me ask you again. Y'all, I'm trying to figure this shit out though, right? Because I don't know none of these damn third liners. But I'm finna name a second liner for you that's quite well known. Everybody knows who he is. He's typically pretty strong. To me, he's got a middling type of career. His name is Perth. Y'all know who Perth is. Y'all, today is Perth's birthday or what have you, and he ain't shit but 25. So let me get this straight, because y'all, I need some help here. Every time I see one of these Lacorn guys that have a birthday, they always in their 20s. Like the good side of 20. When you get past 25, I guess that's the bad side of 20 or something. But just yesterday, in the Western Hemisphere, Perth was 24. Or y'all saying that's too old over there in Lacorn land? That's, you peak at like 23 for BLs. Y'all need to stop this, okay? I'm not saying I necessarily want Perth specifically, but there are plenty of BL Lacorn male leads who are not 1,000 years old right now. They still in their 20s. And y'all are shoving these third geners down our throat as if ain't no more, like there's no more talent, or there's nothing to see again in the first and the second gen. Or they asking for too much money, baby. Is that what it is? What is it? Maybe I need to do some research, y'all. But these folks here, they're fine. They're super shiny. The whole drama itself is super shiny. And I didn't realize how maybe heavy the stories I've been reading. Like, please don't misconstrue heavy with like excellent storytelling. But I don't know. When I watched episode 1 of Duang and you, I just felt like I had a cup of water after a marathon. That's the way it felt. There was relief. I was like, geez, finally something that's just like I can just watch it and there's no nothing right now. So let me give you the premise of this. It is insta love. And one can say AIRAKSARANG, every damn drama is insta love. And I would say you are right. But then maybe I need to bump that up a notch and say that this is insta love. I'm talking about scene one, minute one. This guy falls in love. He's at a concert. The guy comes out on the stage with the guitar and he gets to strumming that and he starts to sing his song. And he's like, he even says out his mouth the theory of how people don't believe in first love. Hell, I don't think I did either until he came out on the stage. So it is this. It is Freshie night. And those who are BLers know that Freshie is like hell, what month? For those who are new to university, they let you have your little talent hour, but then after that, they're going to tar and feather your ass and you're going to have to, cluck around the university for about 4 weeks. So we skip the hazing part, the SOTUS level haze. We don't get any of this. It's just giving us Freshie night, where you get on stage and you perform like an idol. And so my question becomes, why are y'all still in college? Okay. And what degree you getting? Because my thoughts are that your ass is already a star. You need to book some gigs and start working instead of continuing to pay LaCorn University for a degree that's a waste of time when you have a whole university full of fans that will likely follow you wherever you go. See what happens? You writers, directors, producers, when y'all don't just give me what the hell I want, I start taking your drama too seriously. So, TT in love. In the drama, his name is Po Patwang. Duang. And in the drama, his love interest's name is Shin. So, he's in love with him. And ever after, he goes back to life as usual at university. He's got his little pod of friends, which I'm not going to lie, they're hilarious. It's like, North and Wave are his friends, and then I think it's Hugh and T who are Shin's friends. And they're kind of hilarious. They walk around college being, cool guys and cracking jokes. And probably the funniest part in episode 1 is basically he goes on the hunt. It's like a scavenger hunt for Sheen. Duang wants to find Sheen at all costs because he just wants to be wherever he is, sucking oxygen with him. So he and his friends, his 2 buddies, they go on these missions to try to find him. And the funniest part is when they end up in this hallway and they're like, okay, well, he's probably at the end of this hallway. And they're totally stalking. And unfortunately, they're kind of like busted in the hallway by another, let's say, club. It's like a student club is in session. And this is like the musically inclined hall or what have you. And in order for them to not feel like they being slick, they start do re mi, re mi fa. It's hilarious, and I did laugh on that because it's funny. And they continue to go because remember, Sheen is like, Sheen is like a K-popper, a T-popper, y'all, at the damn university. It's like, boy, you are wasting all your mama money, all your dad's money, your pa and your ma, you wasting all their money because you already an idol. Just go home and book some shows. So he ends up finding Sheen. And understand that after he finds Sheen, this is like the 3rd time because he passes him when they are crossing the campus grounds, and there's this awkward pregnant stare between the two. You almost get the impression, because I've seen too damn many Lacorn, that the one that's got it bad for the other one usually is not even tipping the iceberg of the way the other one already felt about them. It gives me the vibe of one of those stories where, the one that's super unattainable, like, already loved the other one. He was just disgruntled that nobody measured up to him, because, like, a guy came up to hit on him, and he was like, no, thank you, and I'm sure we're going to find out that it's because he's somehow in love with Duang. So he finds him in a room where he and his two friends are practicing, because they're an active band. Like, they have to practice their songs. And one of his friends is like, because they pretend like they looking for the restroom when they discover that they're outside the door. And he's like, it's over there. And they're like, oh, okay. So they're going to walk around. And he's like, nah, you can cut through here and get there faster. And now that Duang is having to face the fire, he's scared to do it. So they do this, duck walk shuffle. It's kind of funny through the room, and he's super nervous. And, he just stalks him the entire time that they're at campus. He's like, he's so fine. He's so cute. I love him, this and that. And his friends are like, damn, he fine. So everybody's on Shin. Everybody wants Shin. Duang has decided that that's going to be his mission. Forget school. Forget why he's there. His new mission is Shin. So Thong has now made it his quest to make Sheen his. And again, what I'm describing is heavier than what is happening in this. This drama is refreshing. It's just because of where I'm at. Mr. Kirosaki. His love might be pure, but that shit's heavy. It's kind of dark. Mr. Kirosaki. Oh my God, I love him. Will y'all please bring him back and give us his alter ego? Jeez. So, yeah. Duang and You is a refreshment. If you are in the mood for a drama where you don't have to think. If it is hard out here for you, and you're like, look, I'm over it when I get off, when I leave school, when I leave this person's house, when this person leave my damn house. If you're just kind of over it, Duang and You is a drama that I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to be reporting back to you on the drama. Won't you subscribe and select your notification so that you can get a message when it's time to listen to AIRAKSARANG.